What's up, my awesome YouTubers? This is Rhine1988 doing week 45 on the DVD Fiends, and this is my Tuesday review on the 1980 film Dressed to Kill, which is directed by Brian De Palma, stars Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen. You may know Michael Caine from his latest movies, Dark Knight and Batman Begins, and Nancy Allen is from Poltergeist 3, Blowout, Carrie, and RoboCop, or like the trilogy. And it's like I said, directed by Brian De Palma. He directed such films as Carrie 3, Scarface, Mission Impossible, and in 2006 directed the movie Black Dahlia, starring Scarlett Johansson, which I didn't like at all, but it's probably just, one of my films that I didn't like him. That's probably, like I said, not a really good movie. The story takes place where this woman, Angie Dickinson, she's having problems with their relationship. She's not feeling satisfaction from her husband. She's just falling apart. And she has a teenage son who, I can't remember his name, but I know he's in Jaws 2. He was in Legend of Billie Jean. I think his name. I can't remember his name. But she is going out for the day, wants to go to a museum. Her first stops by for her meeting with her therapist, played by Michael Caine. His name's Elliot in this movie. And, she's kind of falling in love with him, but he does not want to get with her because he thinks she's attractive, but he doesn't want to get with her because he doesn't want to, ruin the relationship with his wife. And so she later goes on to a museum and meets this guy, goes back to his place, while this woman in a black trench coat and blonde hair and black glasses, or sunglasses, has been following her, and she later follows her to this, the guy's apartment complex. And later on, Nancy Allen's about to leave, and she forgets that she left her wedding ring in this guy's house. So she goes back up to his place in this elevator, and the woman in the black coat and blonde hair and black sunglasses is waiting for her on that floor. And so she kind of traps her in this elevator and kills her with a razor blade, or a shaving kit razor blade. And so Nancy Allen comes in, and she's with this guy. You'll find out what her job is and what she's like and what her career is in this film. I'm not going to tell you any of that. Don't want to spoil too much, but this scene I wanted to spoil because you got to know how the characters come in. And Nancy Allen winds up seeing Angie Dickinson's character on the floor bleeding, and she's Angie Dickinson's reaching out to Nancy Allen. And before, I think instead of her reaching out to her, she's actually trying to warn her a little bit also. But most likely she's just reaching out to her. But Nancy Allen glimpses up at a mirror and sees the woman in the black trench coat. She looks like she's about to grab her. She walks into the elevator, and so she backs up a little bit, and the razor blade falls on the elevator floor. And before the door closes, Nancy Allen picks up the razor blade, has blood on it, and she then winds up being accused of the murder. And no one's believing her. The sheriff, the detective's not believing her at all. And she wants to prove that it wasn't her. And so she meets up with the teenage son of Angie Dickinson. And when the woman in the black cloak meets up with Nancy Allen again in a train. And so they wind up working together and trying to get this woman. And they eventually wind up getting her. And it has to do with Michael Caine. I'll just say that I'm not going to spoil the ending because the ending is amazing. It's really creepy. I think this film's a little bit underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's a mix of a slasher movie with suspense, with horror, and thriller. So there's not too much slashing in this movie. So I would call it a more of a thriller. But I would recommend just checking it out once if you can. It's out of print and it's pretty hard to find. But you can go online, Amazon or eBay. I remember Amazon, they had it like $5 once. I got this right before, a couple months before it went out of print, about a year and a half ago. So I really enjoyed this. I recommend checking it out. Good movie. I'm not, like I said, don't want to spoil too much because the ending's amazing. And you do get two glimpses of slashing in this. One right a couple minutes at the end, and that one scene in the elevator. It can remind you of a slasher movie a little bit, but it's more of a thriller. So, Brian De Palma, I think this is his best movie, in my opinion. The music score in this is awesome. Trying to see. I can't pronounce the music composer's name, but it's a great music, great movie. There's plenty of special features on this, including a documentary on the film. And if you like Carrie, if you like Brian De Palma movies, and if you haven't checked out this one, then go check this out. Just to Kill. So this was my review. Come back next Tuesday for my next one, and come back all this week to watch some awesome reviews from awesome guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and remember, go eat some Skittles.